all doing well, and I hope this stream finds you safe and healthy out there. Needless to say, we are living in some challenging times at the moment. It's impacting all of us in different ways, I'm sure. So, if you are so inclined, I invite you to stop here and hang out with us for a little while as we just relax for a little bit. Try to tune out the outside world for an hour or so, and just kind of keep to ourselves for a little bit. I hope that sounds good to everybody. Hello there, you. Y-E-W-U. Good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. So as you may have gathered from the title, we're gonna kind of focus on a particular family of triggers tonight. I am hoping to get back into a Tuesday night streaming routine again, like we used to do some time ago, because well, my situation is probably similar to others, where we've got a stay-at-home order in effect where I live, and I've been working from home. I'm in the 4th week of working from home now, and that makes it impossible to really work on any regular videos because the whole family is here all the time. But streaming still works in the evenings, and so we're going to try to get back to some of that just to stay in touch with everybody. But if I'm able to get that rolling again, I think I'd like to focus on a family of triggers, a different one every stream. And tonight we'll be spending some time with wood and paper. So I've got some favorites here from previous streams, and I've got one. Is it just one? New item. Maybe it is just one new item, and one very old item that might seem new because you haven't seen it in quite a while. So let me briefly take a look at what we have to look at tonight. We have of the wooden bowl. This is the hackberry bowl. It's a turned bowl and lid. This was turned on a lathe. It's got very thick walls. And it makes a nice sound with this lid when we engage them very slowly. T.R. Drenth is in the chat. Please say hello. Hello there. Thanks for being here. So this is the wooden bowl. Also, we have, to go along with all of these, we have our pointer, our wooden handle brush. And so we can use it with any of these to explore them in a little bit more depth. So we can do that. That's the wooden bowl. We also have, and this one turned into a fast favorite when we started using it. In the chats, the balsa wood tea box. This wood is so light and porous. It's barely there at all, frankly. And it makes fantastic handling sounds. This you may hear a cat in the background. The cat is on the move. But yes, the light balsa box turned into a fast favorite because it responds to the hand so well. It's so lively. It just has a light resonance that just speaks, and it works well with the pointer also. Yeah, that's a good one. So we have the tea box. We also have, hey, it's Robert Sterling in the chat. Please say hello to Robert. It's going well, Robert. We're just hanging out and we're doing some wood and paper triggers tonight. I'm just going through them quickly before we start delving into them in depth. But I have the 3 wooden spools. We've seen these before. We have, I think, decided that being rolled around in the hand is the best. That we like this version of the spools the best. Hey there, Phil P. Phil P is with us tonight. Everybody say hello, please. Hello, Phil. Good to see you too. It is good to be here, and I appreciate you stopping by. So I think we like the spools rolled around in the hand. I have tried in the past to get them to speak this way as well, but I've never been satisfied. With how that comes across, but I still try it now and again to see if maybe I can unlock the decoder ring on getting those spools to sound a little bit different. We have Bill Jones in the chat. Hello there, Bill. Hope you're doing well. Everyone, please say hello to Bill. All right. So we have those 1, 2, 3. Why do I constantly think that I'm missing something? We got the bowl and the box and the spools. Nope. Maybe that is all we did on wood. So then we have paper. Looks like I have 3 wood and 3 paper tonight, so that should keep us occupied. Phil, this is the microphone you're listening to is the AKG Lyra. 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 Do let me know if you like it. course, for paper, every time we talk about paper, we have to bring out the tea bag envelope. One of my favorite subtle paper sounds is the little tea bag envelope. It's a favorite subtle sound of mine. It's like there's just an entire universe of little sounds that you can get just from treating the tea bag as gently as you can. And it's amazing what comes out of it. Thanks, Phil. I'm glad to hear the microphone is doing a good job out there. I just got it for Christmas and only used it for one stream and then started to shoot a couple of videos with it and kind of got derailed, so I still haven't really put it through the paces yet. So we have the tea bag envelope, and we have 2 of those, so we can get both sides going. So next in paper, we have this. Now, this has made an appearance on a stream before, maybe 2, a long time ago. It's just a beat up, wrinkly paper bag. This is the paper bag that we keep in our Scrabble game. And this is the bag that we put the tiles in. So, right around the time of the ASMR Scrabble video, I think the stream that came out right before that or after it would have had this bag, and this was a huge hit because of the muted, kind of dark wrinkle that this bag has. It's very different from the tea bag. It's very dark, very muted. Some sounds, some triggers end up being what I call chat killers, because the chat can be kind of rolling along, people back and forth, talking about whatever. And then you start in with one particular trigger, and it just causes everyone to zone out. And it gets really quiet in the chat. And I remember this bag being one of those chat killer triggers. We'll have to see in an hour or so when there's more people here if it has the same effect that I remember. Hello there, British girl. Everybody say hello to British girl. It is so good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. It's nice to be back. It's nice to be here. I think perhaps now more than ever, when we really need to be keeping distance when we can, it's now more important than ever to stay connected in those ways that we are able. So, I wanted to hopefully get back into a routine here, even if I can't make regular videos at home right now. At least we can connect this way and check in on each other, make sure everybody's all right. Hey there, going ZGO1. Get into bed and delighted to see this. Definite C's. Well, thank you for being here. Herman. Thank you very much for being here. Say hello, everybody. It's wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see new names that I don't recall seeing in the chat before. It's nice to come back after a bit of a unintentional hiatus and still see new names in the chat. Now, this is a new item. Well, it's obviously not a new item. It's a small Bible. But I haven't had this on chat before. I haven't done a lot of page turning exploration in chat just because of it's kind of awkward to maneuver it very well, but this particular book has really, really thin pages. And so I was hoping that it would be small enough and maneuverable enough that we can get some nice page-turning sounds tonight on the stream to be our third paper trigger. Hey there, Marshall. Marshall Does Music is in the chat. Everyone say hello to Marshall. It's always good to see him. Hello there, Marshall. So let's see if these thin pages come across well. Let's see what happens if I put it right in the center here. It's not bad, I don't think. Is it coming across to you guys? Good. Hey, it's Exploring with ASMR. Hello there, sir. Everybody say hello to Exploring, please. It's good to see you. How have you been? I hope you're safe and healthy out there. Okay. And that is our third paper trigger for this evening. So we have 3 wood and 3 paper. We have the wooden bowl, we have the balsa tea box, and the spools. And then for paper, we have the tea bag envelopes, and the wrinkled brown bag, and the book with the thin pages. Hello there, Twitchy from Denmark. It must be very early in the morning in Denmark right now. I hope you are doing well and safe and healthy there where you are. Everybody say hello to Twitchy, please. So what trigger shall we explore first? See, I want to save the tea envelopes for later. I think I'll save the page turning for later. Shall we get right into the wooden bowl, perhaps? Is that a good starter? Thanks, Herman. Glad you like it. Gotta be careful with it. It gets away from me every once in a while. I hope everyone's doing well out there. Please speak up if anything's going on that you'd like our friends here in the chat to know about. I know it's been a while. It's going to take a while to get back into the groove of our chat community here, but that's okay. It's not it's not a race by any means. British girl has got her mug of tea. You're making me wish that I got a mug of tea before I started, because that sounds really good. sounds really good, actually. The only tea I have close by is in these bags, of course. Sometimes I think this bowl is actually a little too thick for the little pointer here. The pointer doesn't disturb it enough to get a really satisfying It's like we need more mass. Hello there, Isaac. Isaac Kraft. Everybody say hello to Isaac. Yes, so far I'm staying safe. The family and I are safe and healthy so far. We're all at home. I've been working from home. This is my 4th week of doing that, and everyone else is here at the house as well. Sleep Stories is in the chat. Everyone say hello to Sleep Stories. Always wonderful to see you again. I hope you are safe and healthy out there. I can draw letters on the inside of this bowl. We've got someone in the chat, but I'm afraid I don't know how to pronounce that character set that I see before me, but please say hello to our newcomer anyway, even though I am failing to figure out how to pronounce the name. It's Jonathan. Jonathan is in the chat. Everybody, please do me the favor of greeting Jonathan. I don't think we've seen him before. Line of work. I am a project engineer. My degree was in mechanical engineering. And I am a project engineer, which basically means that I am responsible for the cost and schedule of the engineering tasking on a particular project. Just Coins is in the chat. Hello, Just Coins. What's up? Love your videos. Became a fan because of your coin engraver video. Thanks, Just Coins. I appreciate you singling that one out. That one was one of my more research-intensive videos, but it was a lot of fun to put together. Yes, please say hello to Just Coins. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, I'm glad I am able to work from home as well. I try not to take that for granted, and I'm very aware that it is a blessing right now, and not everyone on our team can do the same. We do need some people in the building to do certain things, so to tell you the truth, I actually feel a little bit guilty that I am able to work from here and some of my teammates still have to go in, but unfortunately that's the nature of this business a little bit. Jay Bradley is here. Hello, Jay Bradley. Everybody say hello, please. So we just heard from the wooden bowl. I think I'd like to alternate the wood and the paper triggers tonight. So we're going to go to paper next, and I think we're going to go with the crumpled brown bag from the Scrabble box. I am a fan of this because not only does it have a very dark crinkle sound, but it also responds well to the fingers, kind of like the balsa wood bag does, or the balsa wood box rather. What line of work are you in, Jonathan, and how has the current situation affected your ability to work? As long as you don't mind saying, of course, feel free to decline. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, this is sleep stories. You're right. I like the triggers that when you close your eyes, you can imagine they are something completely different. Then when you open your eyes, you realize, oh, that's what I've been listening to this whole time. senior in college, I have a lot of sympathy for anyone who's a senior in anything this year. Senior in college, senior in high school. In our area, they've already announced that the high schools will be, well, all the high schools, middle schools, elementary schools will be closed for the rest of the academic year. So all of those seniors are not going to get a graduation ceremony. Is it similar for you, Jonathan? I have to be sympathetic to all the teachers out there as well who either are not in a school system that had really developed the tools and the infrastructure to do home learning very well, or they do it, but just for like an unexpected snow day, or maybe one e-learning day a semester or something like that, and now they have to figure out how to complete the rest of the year. It's a challenge for everybody. And then if you're a student, you're having to do all of that stuff remotely, and I think it takes quite a bit more discipline to manage your own schedule when you are doing it from home and trying to manage your own time. Sometimes it can be a lot simpler when you go to a school and your day is structured for you. When you're doing it from home, I think it's much tougher. It's tougher on both parties, I think. It's just tough. It's tough all the way around. Jonathan says, yep, same story for us. We may have a makeup. Jay Bradley, yeah. What triggers do we have? We had the bowl, we got the bag, we've got the wooden balsa tea box. We've got the wooden spools. We've got the tea bag envelopes, and we're going to try some page turning with a small Bible that I have that has very, very, very thin pages. Those are the wood and paper triggers for tonight. We may have a makeup graduation later in the year. Jay Bradley's son is scheduled to graduate in May from high school. Robert Sterling's brother is a senior in high school and just started the online. He seems a bit indifferent. Schools around Marshall have canceled final exams and graduation ceremonies. All of the good music festivals and competitions were canceled, and I have to do orchestra online. So Marshall, please tell us how you do orchestra online. We must know. These are definitely unprecedented times. But tonight, we get to hang out together and share in each other's company. And that's a true blessing as well. And I believe that in times like these, when, if we're not careful, we can see and hear nothing but negative, stressful information. It's important to focus on those good things, even if we think we have to dig around to find them. We still have to find them and focus on them when we can. Need to make time for that. And I certainly include time with you guys on my list of positive things. So thanks very much for being here tonight. So you do film yourself playing, I see. Were you taking private lessons on your instrument in addition to the orchestra time in school, Marshall? So that's the oldie but a goodie, the Scrabble bag. So back to wood. I think we're going with the spools next. I will try several techniques on the spools because I'm always trying to get better sounds out of them. Like I like the spools, but I'm never completely satisfied with them. Viola, guitar, and bass. Quite the multi-instrumentalist. sounds like, Marshall, you were very fortunate to have that kind of focused attention from the same teacher for 4 years. Seems like that would be a real advantage because that person would be able to really know your progress and be able to really tailor their approach. That sounds really, really fortunate. See you, Jean. Sleep well. Thanks for stopping by. Robert says, playing in school, same teacher for multiple years. What was your instrument, Robert? If I knew, I can't remember at the moment. I apologize. I've actually been, hey there, Nicholas. We have Nicholas in the chat. Please help me out and say hello to Nicholas. Robert was a percussionist. Okay. Thanks very much, Bill. Thanks for stopping by. I've actually been, that saxophone you all saw in the saxophone tinkering video a few years ago. I've been revisiting that instrument and starting to play it a little bit again, which was a little surprising even to me. I didn't think I would come back to that instrument, but I absolutely have. It's been quite enjoyable. There is so much more great guidance online, easily accessed guidance and lessons online than there were 40 years ago when I was playing it the first time. Hey, Chris621 is in the chat. Hello, Chris. Good to see you, Chris. Everybody say hello. Yeah, the sax is a cool instrument. And I've spent so many years on bass, kind of developing an ear for melody and figuring out parts from recordings and what have you. And now I'm trying to apply that ear to the saxophone, and it's actually going rather well. I'm very pleased. It's a lot of fun. Captain Shadow 81 is in the chat. Everybody say hello to Captain Shadow, who played saxophone all through high school. Which one, Captain? Are you an alto person or a tenor person? Hey, it's Suron. Everybody say hello to Suron, please. Hey yourself. Sorry about that. No, Chris, I've never owned a tenor. It's just alto for me. You played saxophone as well. Captain Shadow was on tenor, but now playing soprano. Nice. What's with all the saxophone players in the chat today? That's amazing. Suron, have I played any Ashes of Outland today? I haven't played today. I played through the 4 little solo stories a few days ago, but I don't think I've logged on today. Mouthpiece talk. Soprano is a nice solo instrument. That range really cuts through. British girl was a soprano in the choir. So many musicians. I love it. I understand what you mean about confidence, Marshall. Since I'm just coming back to the horn after a long time away, I'm very self-conscious about other people hearing me play. And with the house full of family 24/7 now because of the stay-at-home order, I'm playing less now than I want to, just because I'm not that comfortable with having an audience. It's not like bass where you can just put on headphones and practice all you want. So I understand what you're saying. Hey, Chris, congratulations on that audition. Good job. Good job. Saran, playing percussion, so you only read rhythm. Yeah, to this day I read rhythm a lot better than I read notes. Hey, Supernova's in the chat. Everybody say hello. I love seeing all the OG names from our chats in the past. That's awesome. Supernova. Zero Janitor is in the chat. Please say hello. Hello there, Zero Janitor. It's good to see you here. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're safe. Hope you're healthy. Supernova started on percussion, then moved to keyboards. Still playing them. Good for you. Hard to hide the sound of a marimba. We should never try to hide the sound of a marimba. It needs to be out and proud at all times. Okay. I still feel that the spools are not quite living up to their potential. I don't know why I keep coming back to them. I'm gonna crack the code on those spools one of these days. All right, so we're back to paper. We've got the page turning, and we've got the tea bag envelopes left to go. I think I'm going to do the page turning because I want to close the stream with the tea bags. So this is a new sound for the stream. I really wanted to just practice with some very thin pages. So we'll see how this sounds. I'm probably going to have to change the way I hold this a few times, but we'll see what we like, okay? Oh wow, the hardwood tracing video. That is awesome, Saran. I'm glad it helped you sleep. Did I ever tell you guys kind of the secret behind the scenes story of that hardwood tracing video? Wow, so many. That's so cool that you guys are falling asleep to the hardwood tracing video. So does the so you folks who are falling asleep to it, does the how the light on that video gets darker and darker as it goes? Does that help? Does that help with the falling asleep? I never told you guys the secret about the lighting in that video. I hope this sounds good right in front of the mic, because it's the most it's the most comfortable position to hold the book. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, a lot of the times, especially in bed, I just listen to the videos as well, rather than watching, because a lot of times I don't need to see it in order to have the desired effect. Well, so that hardwood tracing video, of course, it's a hardwood floor that I'm tracing on, and I was set up, I had a short tripod. I was set up close to the floor, and I was using a couple of lights, little portable lights that belong to my son. and I had never used them before. And the lights are battery powered. So I set them up, and I got everything going, and I started shooting, and everything was fine. But one thing that's part of my normal setup is that I lock the exposure on my video app because I hate it when the exposure level changes in the middle of the video. It's just one of those things that bothers me. So I always lock exposure once I get my light sources stabilized. So there I am on the floor shooting the video, and everything's going fine. But at a certain point along the way, I start to become aware. Hey Ash, thanks for stopping by. Sleep well, Ash. I start to become aware that the lights are starting to get dimmer. And I kept talking, I kept doing the thing that I was doing, trying not to let the situation with the lights pull my head too far out of the topic that I was talking about, but it was very distracting. That it seemed to me that the lights were getting dimmer as I was shooting the video. And I finally wrapped it up, fairly well convinced at that time that there was a problem, but it was confirmed when I loaded the video up in my video editor, and I was able to see the whole video in the timeline, and it was very apparent then that the batteries weren't good enough to keep the lights at a steady level for, a half hour or 40 minutes. The batteries were dying as soon as I turned the lights on, and the light was getting steadily more dim as the video went on. And so when I first saw that in the video editor, I was pretty disappointed because it's not what I wanted to see, and I assumed that I would have to scrap the video. But then I thought, well, I have seen some creators do a thing where they just kind of progressively make the video darker to promote relaxation and sleep. And that maybe I could count this as using that effect, even though I did not do it on purpose. And it was not something I even thought about initially. So I put that caption at the beginning of the video saying, hey, this video is going to get progressively darker to kind of cover my tracks and pretend like that was my intention all along, when in fact it was just me trying to salvage the video and not have to reshoot it. And then I told my son that I was never going to use those lights again. And that's what really happened with the hardwood tracing video. Hey there. Trying to read this name. Worsa. I'll stop with Worsa. Hey Worsa. Good evening to you. Everyone say hello to Worsa. What book do I have here? This is a Bible. And I have it because it's got super, super thin pages. And I'd never really done much with page turning triggers on streams before, so I wanted to give it a shot tonight. Yeah, Supernova. That's right. That old Kiss card video. Oh. Thank you, Supernova. You looked it up and it really was. I really appreciate you saying that. That was, it seems like a million years ago. I did that video, and yeah, I was really happy with how it came out. I'm glad you liked it as well. One of those names you pick when you're 12 because the keys are close together. That's outstanding. Good for you, Ursa. I like the sound, the page turning sound when someone is trying to find something specific and they go back and forth kind of roughly, and then they home in on the section they're looking for. Try to make it as unintentional sounding as possible, because that's the kind of stuff I like. Let's see, what page is that? Where is that thing I was looking for? 323, 349. Let's see. Let me read some of the book names as I'm flipping the pages. Joshua, Judges, Samuel, 1 Samuel. Is this what I want? Or is it 2 Samuel? I can't find what I'm looking for. 1 Kings, is that right? 1 Kings. Second Kings. Oh, where is it? Why can't I find it? Second Kings. Second Kings. First Chronicles. I can't find it. About Second Chronicles. Seems like it ought to be here. I found it just fine the other day. Ezra. Is it in Ezra? What is that thing I'm looking for? It was here just the other day. Nehemiah. How about Esther? Is it in Esther? Chapter 6. How about Job? Seems like it was just under my fingers the other day. Psalms. How can this be so elusive? About Proverbs. Was it in Proverbs? Yeah, I like the absent-minded page turning. Super thin pages are great for that. Let's see, that was paper. So there's one wood and one paper left. And of course, the last wood is the balsa box. The tea box. This is a favorite on the channel because it sounds good no matter what you do with it. You can, it sounds good in the hand. It sounds good against the skin, against fingers. It sounds good when you tap it with the brush. This is the magic box. We love the box. So we'll work it with the hands for a little bit here. And then we'll get out our brush and tap it a bit. And then we'll close with the tea bag envelope. Wow, ASMR from a cat purring. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. peach tea that came in a similar box. So the box makes you reminisce like crazy. That is awesome. Thank you for reminding me of that. Well, it's definitely become a favorite streaming trigger for sure. It's Skater Rap Monkey. Say hello. Hey there, Skater Rap Monkey. Yes, it is really good to see you again as well. I hope you're keeping safe and healthy out there. Skater Rap Monkey is another one of those OG stream folks from way back. Jasmine green tea. Of course, all the barber shops are closed. So, and I've never ever done a good job at trimming my own beard after it kind of, got long enough to come off of the face. So, I'm faced with the choice of just letting it get kind of unruly for a while, or letting my wife try her hand at it, or cutting it much shorter down to a clipper guard length. Whatever shall I do? Yeah, we're all doing okay here, Skater. The family and I are here, and we're still hanging in there, still healthy. We're kind of in bunker mode right now, to be honest. By the way, if I'm able to be here next week, another Tuesday night stream, I'm happy to take suggestions from you all on the next category of trigger we should explore next week. I want to do things in a theme manner for a while, so tonight was wood and paper, so if you guys have any preferences on what to do next week, you can speak up now, or if you're watching this replay later, you can put it in the comments. Skater, you're in New York. Well, I'm praying for everyone. Definitely praying for all you folks in New York. You guys are always the focus of the news back here when I turn the news on. Hey, Alistair's here with a vote for metal and glass. Everybody say hello to Alistair, please. The old cameras. I suppose the pocket watch cases would count in the metal category also, wouldn't they? Hey there, Noah. Noah in Alabama is in the chat. Please say hello to Noah. Thanks for being with us, Noah. I hope you're safe and healthy. Oh yeah, coins would be metal too, wouldn't they? Alistair in New Zealand. I would love to see New Zealand someday. Yes, Robert, it is very cool to spend a couple of hours here and see people checking in from all over the globe. I called this stream ASMR radio from the very beginning because it reminded me so much of my college radio days. But that was a very low wattage radio station, and it only went out about a couple of miles on a good night. And streaming here gives me a very similar feeling, except the net gets cast much farther, and it's always a delight to hear everybody checking in from around the globe. Wait a minute, British girl lives in Canada. Well, when you checked in, I said, I thought you must be up very late over there. So cool. You're a lot closer than I thought. Introvert is in the chat. Everybody say hello to Introvert, please. Thank you very much for being here. Maybe a music-themed stream. Vinyl, cassettes, other music-related things. That's a good idea, Marshall. I'll have to think about that. Noah asks, how did you come up with the creative channel name? It was nothing more than just... I've got a gas lamp in my front yard, and as a I thought it was rather emblematic of a kind of an older time, kind of a throwback, kind of a concept, and it seemed like a great image, a bit of iconography to wrap some branding around, and so I just went with that. What era of music do you like? I guess I'm most plugged into, classic rock, because, I was listening to the radio a lot throughout the 70s and 80s, when there was a lot of classic rock on the radio. And that's probably the thing I most resonate with, although I like a very, very wide variety of music. Any good movie or TV recommendations? Well, I finished. I just finished Picard on CBS All Access, and I enjoyed that very much. But I was a fan of Next Generation, so that. This is the last trigger of the evening, everybody. Our favorite, the tea bag envelope. Hey, Tulonen is in the chat. Everybody say hello, please. While I see if I can coax yeah, Marshall, I liked, I was a fan of Rush. I've seen them once or twice. I went on quite a, well, I listened to a lot of them, after Neil passed away. And in fact, my next ASMR album art video is going to be using Rush album covers in tribute to Neil. Hey, there's Dimitri from Australia. Please say hello, everyone, to Dimitri. I've been okay, Dimitri. How have you been? Yeah, I haven't seen Better Call Saul yet. Yeah, Robert, playing along with some of our favorite recordings is a great way to get an instrument under our fingers. I did the same thing with Kiss, playing along with Kiss records. David Barnhart is in the chat. Sorry about that. Hello, David. Good to see you. Rush and Guns N' Roses. Absolutely. A lot of Guns N' Roses. I hope that just kind of chilling out for a while here tonight has helped. Helped you guys a little bit. I know it's really stressful out there right now. The Druid Barbarian. Hello there, Druid. Everybody say hello. We're actually going to be wrapping it up in about 5 minutes. I apologize for those of you who have come in here at the end, but I hope you'll watch the playback. CMP 343, thank you so much for the comment. I'm glad you're here. David Barnhart has a tangerine tree. Hey there, Sam. I am. Thanks for joining. We're just getting ready to shut down, but hopefully, if you're interested, feel free to watch the replay. Hey, it's Some Readings ASMR. Please say hello, everybody, to Some Readings ASMR. I have to apologize. We're going to be wrapping up soon. Please check out Some Readings channel and subscribe if it's your kind of thing. Thank you, Some Readings. I appreciate that feedback. Hey, it's the artist formerly known as King Cow. You're Mark now. Hello there. Everybody say hello to Mark. just getting ready to stop, Mark. I apologize. Okay, guys. That's a couple hours. I'm going to have to wrap it up so I can get some sleep for work tomorrow. I hope this has helped chill everybody out for a little bit. Take your mind off things. But just make sure that everybody's taking care. You're all taking care of yourself and taking care of the people around you. Stay safe and healthy out there so that you can all come back next week and we can do this again. And again, if you're seeing this on the replay and you have a vote for what kind of triggers we should look at next week, drop a comment. It's been so good seeing you all again. It's great to see new names and regulars from our previous streams. I appreciate you all coming back every time. So I will do my best to get on here next Tuesday, and we'll try to keep these quarantine streams going. Keep each other company while we're doing battle with this thing, okay? All right. You all sleep well. And we'll be in touch again soon, okay? Take care. Hey, Pocky, sorry about that. The replay will be up soon, so check it out, okay? Hope you're doing well also. Try to catch you next week. See ya.